Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. Alright, what we've got on the board today is Medusa. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different with X23 and we'll try some custom content and see how that goes. Been a while since I got the custom content out. Really, I haven't updated the cards, so I probably did all these cards 2 years ago. I'd be interested to see. I need to go back and check and see if maybe some of these villains have changed or some of the content's changed on them, because it probably has. They get some balances and stuff in there every once in a while. So we've done a few bouts with X23 already. So I've got her out there and we've got her claws ready to go. Now let's take a look at Medusa. So Medusa has 2 scheme, 2 attack. We've got force response. After Medusa attacks and damages you, if 3 or more damage was dealt, exhaust your hero. When revealed, search the encounter deck for Medusa's Madness and attach it to her. Shuffle the encounter deck. Alright, so since we just read that part, let's take a look at Medusa's Madness. Alright, Medusa's Madness. Attached to Medusa. Force response. After hero or ally thwarts, discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. Exhaust your hero and spend 2 mental resources, discard this card. How dare you! Alright. I like Medusa and her crazy red hair, so I'm a fan. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we've got for our main scheme here. So we've got Medusa 1, we've got Medusa 2 out there, so we're playing standard. We have Medusa, we have the standard encounter set. Actually, couldn't find my standard encounter set, so I had to use my Rhino encounter set with Medusa. You know, I sell encounter sets like online and they sell out really fast, and I understand why, because you mix them in with a thing and it's nice to have multiples of them and they tend to get lost every once in a while. So anyway, I had to go use my Rhino encounter set to fill this up because I can't find my standard encounter set. Anyway, we've got the standard encounter set in there. And we do have the Masters of Evil in there also. So set up, search the encounter deck for Medusa's Grasp. Side scheme, reveal it, shuffle the encounter deck, advance to stage 1B. So I do not have Medusa's Grasp. So let me go find Medusa's Grasp and put that out there. Where's Medusa's Grasp? You have her Madness, but not her Grasp. There it is. There's Medusa's Grasp. Boop. Forced response. After allies, supports, or upgrades enter play, exhaust them. And it's got a crisis icon on it. Alright. So, if I recall, this was a fairly hard villain to beat. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's look at 1B just to make sure we're not missing anything. No, it's going to be a 1 per player, and we go out at 6. Alright, Medusa is suffering from amnesia and has joined forces with the Frightful Four. Our heroes rush to stop her rampage. Well, I don't know about that. I think X23 is going to rampage to stop her rampage. So, alright, got X23 out there. She's got claws. We need 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we've got here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I got 6. Okay, so we've got Specialized Training, a Sisterly Bond, Adamantium Lacing, Endurance, Boom Boom, and Moment of Triumph. All right, Adamantium Lacing we definitely want to get out there. Moment of Triumph is not going to do me any good, so I'm going to get that out of there. I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of Sisterly Bond because we can't use it right now, and hope we'll get something better. These are all 1-cost cards, so maybe if I get a double resource, I might end up playing Boom Boom. It would be nice to have something that thwarts better than Boom Boom, though. So we're going to let Boom Boom go and see what we can come up with. Alright, so we're going to get 1, another Moment of Triumph, an Animal Instinct, and Regenerative Longevity, which is a healing, which doesn't do me any good. Alright, so we're ready to go at this point in time. We're going to flip on over to our X23 side of stuff. All right, so with our animal instinct, I can thwart and get my attack for the thwart, which would be handy to get Medusa's grasp out of the way. I kind of like that. So we have a, so we need to spend, I didn't think about that, we need to spend 2 mental resources and in order to get the madness out of there. And I have 2, but they're 2 cards that I really would like to use. Oh, wow. Let's see here. No, I can't spend those to get that out of there. I need to do what it is that they do in order to make use of them. So let's see, how do we want to start this out? I think we start off with an attack. So we're going to attack. Well, let's get some stuff going first. We're going to want to use our animal instinct. So let's get our, what do we want to get out here? We're going to use our moment of triumph to get adamantium lacing out there. So adamantium lacing is going to give us 2 hit points, and we get retaliate, and our basic attacks gain piercing. All right, so let's get that out there. We get 2 more hit points, so we're up to 12. All right, we get our specialized training out there, because then I can get a specialization. Yeah, let's get our specialized training out. So specialized training will come out, and it's going to get 5 on it. Where's it at? 5. 5 per player. All right, and then now let's do a little bit of damage this round. So we will exhaust to attack for 1. So we're going to take 1 off of Medusa. She's down to 15. We will use our claws and take 2 damage. And because we took damage, we can ready up. All right, so now we're up to 3 attack. I can use my animal instinct. So that's going to get me up to a thwart of 2. So when X23 makes a basic thwart, she gains plus X thwart for this thwart, where X is equal to her attack. So her attack right now is at 3. So I can exhaust and thwart for 5 and take out the specialized training. Oh, I guess this upgrade should be exhausted when it comes into play. Doesn't matter, but it's actually exhausted. I think we'll thwart 5 off of here, and we'll get rid of the specialized training. So, when defeated, each player who does not control specialization upgrade chooses 1 set-aside specialization upgrade and puts it into play under their control. All right. So I get a specialization upgrade. Now, last time I picked attack, the combat one, but I forgot to draw cards every time I attack. I think I'm going to get that one again. So we're going to go for the damage. It comes into play exhausted. Doesn't really matter all that much because it's the end of my turn and I'm going to unexhaust everything. All right. Unexhaust, unexhaust. We're going to draw it back up to 5 cards. So 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Villain's turn. First thing, we've got +1 threat on the main scheme. Ooh, I forgot to do my discard 2 cards off the top of the deck. So I attacked for 1 and then I thwarted. So I should discard 2 off the top of the deck. All right. I'm trying to make sure I'm following the things there. All right, let's see. Medusa is going to see X23 out here. She attacks for 2, I defend for 2. Assuming she gets a little bit of boost, I'll get to use my ability to untap, so, or ready, I guess, sorry, to ready. So I'm going to exhaust to defend against this. She's attacking for 2. She's going to get a boost of 2 plus a special. If Medusa attack is defended by an ally, deal damage to your hero equal to the ally's printed cost. Well, it's not to an ally, so she's doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I defend for 2, so I take 2. All right, that's not 3 to trigger her ability. I get to unexhaust because of my response on X23, which is after X23 takes any damage, ready X23. Limit once per phase. So I used it once with my claws to ready up. Now we're in the villain phase. It's a different phase. I can use it again. So I'm going to use it again to ready up. I took 2. I would use probably call in the Grim Rule here. I'm guessing that her damage would force my hero to be exhausted, and I wouldn't get to ready up after that if that went into effect. So we'll play it that way for this game. She takes 1 point of retaliate damage. Let's not forget that, because we're going to need every little point that we can get. All right. That's out. Now we need an encounter card. Counter card is Melter. Okay, so I've got to defend with allies against the Melter. All right, he's got 5 health. Oof. All right, my turn. We're back over to the hero side. So what are we doing on the hero side? He attacks for 3 also, so he hits pretty hard. Let's see here. So I get +1 attack. So off the bat, I attack for 2. Then I can claw up and hit for 4. Still not enough to take out Melter in one go. I do have my Animal Instinct, which is going to allow me to thwart for more. So I could get something like Medusa's Grasp out of there so that doesn't get out of control. Let's see, what else do we have? We also have our Puncture Wound, which is going to give somebody -1 attack, then they take 3 damage at the beginning of the turn. Or I have, sorry, that card, this Specialized Forces, Specialized Training, should be in my victory display, so we'll make this top corner up here my victory display. There we go, out of the way. Because now I have Critical Hit, which says, play only if there's a side scheme in the victory display. After you attack an enemy, stun it. So I could do some stunning. Let's see here. I have the Direct Approach also, which says I can put it on a side scheme in my attacks. I do attack damage to side schemey stuff. Okay, so how to play this. I'm looking over my options here. Right now I attack for 2 with my Combat Specialist. I could do that and throw a Puncture Wound on something. It's going to cause them to have -1 attack at the beginning of the round. Then I can turn around and use my claws and attack for 1, 2, 3, 4 after that. Still not quite enough to take out the Melter. I could do my first attack against the Melter through the Puncture Wound on him. But that's not going to take him out until next round. Which means I'm going to take a shot from him and he hits for 3. I don't want to get hit for 3. That's bad. I could hit him and stun him. That seems like a waste though to do that. Oh, let's see here. I think what we will do is I think we're just going to take the Melter out. We're going to concentrate on that. I have to use both of my attacks in order to do that. So, oh, actually, if I get him down to 1, I will take an attack from him, but he would die after that attack because my Retaliate would take him out. So let's use our first attack. We'll exhaust. We'll attack Medusa. So when we attack Medusa, we attack for 2. So she's down to 12. We will play a puncture wound on her, so she will attack for 1 less next round. Then we're going to exhaust to ready up. Well, we take 2 damage. That gives us the ability to ready up. So we take 2 damage there. That gets us to ready up. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. We're going to exhaust to attack the Melter. Melter takes 4 damage. 2 and 2. All right. I don't think I want to stun him this round. I do think what I will do is I'll use my critical hit to bring an endurance into play. And that's going to give me another 3 more hit points, which I really need at this point in time. That brings me up to 15 total hit points. All right. At that point, we're done. I didn't thwart that round, so we didn't discard any cards. Those were all attacks. So I'm going to ready up. And ready up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? So I forgot to draw my cards. Dang it. Oh, actually, I think that would have come in. No, that came in last round. We're past it. I should have used my combat specialist to draw cards when I attacked. I could have got a card. We'll see if it was an awesome card when I draw up here. Maybe would have gotten just the amazing card, but I'm going to say that I passed by it this time. We'll forget about it. And what I got was, oh, keep them busy. Okay. Probably would not have used that anyway. Energy and genius. Lots of resources and lots of low-cost stuff. All right, villain's turn. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2 threat on the main scheme. It's up to 2. All right, next thing we got to do is Medusa is going to see X23 out there, and she's going to want to come attack. I don't want to take enough damage, so we'll exhaust to block this. All right, so we're defending for 2. She's attacking for 2 minus 1, so she's attacking for 1. She's going to get a boost card. She boosts for none, and we get an advance out of there. So the good news is I don't take any damage. The bad news is that I don't get the unexhaust because I didn't take any damage. All right. Melter is going to attack, and there's nothing I can do about his attack right now. Oh, she takes 1 retaliate. Let's remember that. Okay, Melter's going to attack. There's nothing I can do about it, so I'm going to take his full 3 damage. All right, so I take this 2 out of there and replace it with a 5. So that means I've taken 9 damage out of my 15. All right. He takes a point of retaliate from my adamantium lacing, so the Melter's gone. And we draw another encounter card. Encounter card is Thundra. She's going to have guard. After Thundra attacks and damages your hero, exhaust each support and upgrade you control. Oof. Okay. All right, so that is the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero's turn. So on the hero side of stuff, my puncture wound is going to go off first. Let's see here. After the player phase begins, discard this card and deal 3 damage. So she's going to go from 11 down to 8. All right. All right. Next up, what are we going to do with X23? So we're exhausted because it's been a really hard day so far. We would really like to put some smackdown on Thundra there, I think. So we could do our claws. The interesting thing is I could do my claws to get some attack. I could draw a card. Maybe I get the best card in the world at that point in time. Or I could really crank up the thwart with an animal instinct and get Medusa's grasp out of there. I think we'll take the damage. We'll take the damage. One exhaust. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. And we're going to attack Thundra. I'll attack Thundra for 4. Alright, I'm going to remember to draw my card for Combat Specialist this time. And we get the direct approach. Okay. Lots of stuff that I don't really want to make use of. We'll go ahead and use... I'm going to use a direct approach to play a direct approach on Medusa's grasp. Alright, so what that says is that I can use attack to go after it. So it gives it assault. Which is going to be good because after this round I'm probably going to need to take some off of there. Alright. I'm going to need to get to that main scheme is what I'm going to need to do. And then I might as well... I'm going to want to hold on to these two. I'm going to use my animal instinct to keep them busy into play. I'll just set it up there. And it's got 3 on it. All right, I'm going to hold on to these. I'm going to switch over to Laura Kenny. And I will be done. Maybe I should have held on to that animal instinct. I could have ditched that to get my sisterly bond, which is way back at the beginning there. You remember that that's in there. All right. I'm going to draw back up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Unexhaust our stuff. We are done. It's over to the villain's turn. We're going to throw 1 threat on the main scheme. It's up to 3 out of 6, which is not a good sign because it's going to flip this turn. Dang. All right. Medusa is going to see not X23 out there, so she's going to scheme. She schemes for 2. She gets a boost of 2, so she schemes for 4. All right. 4 is going to make Medusa's dark side go away. And we're going to bring out 2. All right, we have Final Betrayal. When revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player. Oh, that's bad. Okay, 1, 2. And then we have time is running out. If the heroes fail to defeat her, Medusa will be taken over by her dark side. All right. And essentially this is completed, game over, and it needs 8 to go out. All right, so that was Medusa. Thundra is going to scheme and put 1 on there. And we're going to get encounter card to add to our stack of other encounter cards. All right, let's see how many encounter cards we can run into at once. Encounter card number 1 is Gang Up. When revealed alter ego, this card gains Surge. All right, so we're going to surge into another card. We're going to get Masters of Mayhem. When revealed, each Masters of Evil minion attacks the hero it is engaged with. If no attacks are made, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Masters of Evil minion, put it into play, engage with you, shuffle the encounter deck. All right, we're going to go ahead and go back and get the Melter. We'll bring him out. Actually, I'm trying to remember if there's one. I thought there was one Masters of Evil person that had 4 health. Let me see if that is actually true or not. Whirlwind has 6. Tiger Shark has 6. Radioactive Man has 7. Nope, the Melter is the easiest one. So we're bringing the Melter back. All right. There's the Melter. All right. Next card, No Escape. Forced response after hero deals damage to Medusa. Discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the damage dealt. And it's got an acceleration icon on it. Yes! All right. And we're going to put 3 thread on that one. All right, last encounter card. Boom. Captive Audience. While Captive Audience is in play, allies cannot ready. And it's going to give me another card. All right. I remember this being a hard encounter, and I'm right, because that is a lot of thwarting out there. All right. That is the end of the villain turn. Now we're over to the hero side. All right. Problem is, I really need to recover. Start off with a recovery. I've got a regenerative longevity that I can get 4 more health back also. So let's exhaust to get 6 back. Oh, I'm not gonna, oh yeah, okay. We will use iPack. Play regenerative longevity. I get to heal from, that's just an action. All right, so I'm back up to 1. I'm going to flip back over to X23. All right. We're exhausted, so we're going to exhaust our claws to take 2 damage to ready up and have +2 attack. All right, so now we are at, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. All right, we can also bring Shatterstar into play. He's going to come into play exhausted unless I get Medusa's Grasp out of there first. I have a big list of things to get out of there. That one does not allow me to go back at that scheme though, so I think I need to take that out. And I have Assault on it, or the Direct Approach, so I can go after it with attack. So right now I've got my 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. We'll exhaust. To take out Medusa's Grasp. All right, so that's not actually an attack. It says attached scheme gains assault, basic thwarts against this scheme, use attack instead of thwart. So I'm using my attack, but it's still a thwart action. So Medusa's Grasp is going to go away. Direct Approach is going to go away. 2 cards are going to go away. 1, 2. All right, we are going to bring Shatterstar into play. He does not come into play exhausted, which is a nice bonus. All right, Shatterstar gets +1 attack for this attack. Melter is going to come right after him, unfortunately. So, do I have him go at Thundra? Because he's going to do 3 damage if he does that. You would take out Thundra. Because he gets his bonus. If the minion's already engaged with you, I get +1 attack. I also have 2 thwarts, so I could... Yeah, see, none of the other ones really... Oh. So when captive audience is in play, allies can't ready. So he's going to have... do I need to just hold on to him to block? Well, let's see here. If he doesn't ready, then he can't block the melter. Might actually end up well. That might end up good for me. So I think that's what we'll do. Or I could go right at Medusa and try. I don't think that that's the right thing to do though. So we're going to exhaust with Shatterstar. He's going to attack Thundra. Do we take Thundra out or do we take the Melter out? I think we'll attack Thundra. Alright, so when he does that, he's going to end up taking 1 damage. We do 2 plus his bonus of 1. We do 3 to Thundra. Thundra is gone. Alright. That makes it the end of my round. I unexhaust my stuff. Oop, Shatterstar does not unexhaust because he's a captive audience. I'm going to draw back up to 5. So I've got a critical hit, strength, direct approach, endurance, claw, mastery. All right. Villain's turn. Put 1 threat on the main scheme. Oop, there's an acceleration icon. 2 threat on the main scheme. All right. Then, oh, I thwarted to get rid of this, so 2 cards should have come off of here. Let's see what else. Acceleration icon, I get an extra encounter card. Okay, so we put 1 thread on there, 2 thread on there, and then it goes over to Medusa. Medusa is going to see X23 out there and come to attack. We will defend against that. So we're defending for 2. She's attacking for 2. She's going to get a boost. She boosts for none. All right, so unfortunately, I don't take any damage. She takes 1 damage. So she's down to 7. All right, the Melter's going to come to attack. I can't do anything about that, so he's going to hit me for 3. 2 and 2. There we go. He does take a retaliate damage. So that knocks him down to 4 left. All right, that's the enemies. Now we get 2 encounter cards. 1, 2, because we have that there. It's giving us another encounter card. So I forgot about this force response over here. After a hero deals damage to Medusa, discard X cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the damage dealt. So for the retaliate, I get to discard a card. All right. First encounter card. We get Splitting End. When revealed, Medusa attacks you. If this attack deals damage to the player, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right. She is attacking. She has an attack of 2. She's going to get a boost. She's going to boost up to discard 1 card at random from my hand. So I'm going to take 2. Oh, what's going to happen is I'm going to discard my Claw Mastery, and that's going to make me sad. Very sad. All right, cards. We'll get rid of this one. Nope. Endurance was not a bad one to discard. All right. She was attacking for 2. She got a boost of none. So I take 2 damage. So let's, we're at 6. We're going to take 2, so we're going to go up to 8. So let's do this, this, and that. She's going to take a retaliate. I have to discard a card because of the retaliate. All right. I think we're done. Oh, we have another encounter card. All right. Encounter card. Ensnaring defense. Attached to Medusa. After Medusa is attacked by a hero or ally, stun them. Oy. I have to spend 2 physical. Exhaust my hero. Spend 2 physical to discard this card. Yikes. All right. That's the end of Medusa's turn, I hope. All right, we're over to the hero side of stuff. Oh, what a rough day we're having here. Okay, so Melter right now attacks for 5. I can use 2 to critical hit and stun, but I'm going to be stunned. I have to exhaust your hero, spend 2 to discard that card. Wow, it's just messy all around. Well, let's see. So do I get rid of the no escape? Because our captive audience would probably be the thing to get rid of. Because it's keeping Shatterstar. Well, the Melter's going to come after him and take him out if I don't take Melter out first. So I think that's my first plan of action, is take Melter out. Then the next round, work on the captive audience. All right, so right now we will exhaust the claws to boost us up. But we're also at 10 damage out of 15. That's kind of painful. But right now we've got 4 attack. So we'll exhaust to attack Melter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attack. That's 4 damage. That takes Melter out. Because we attacked, we can draw a card from our specialized training, combat stuff, and another exhaust token. So that's actually exhausted. I draw another card and get a moment of triumph. All right. What do we want to do here? I could put the direct approach on something. Yeah, let's put the direct approach on the captive audience. And then I'm going to be done. So I'm going to unexhaust my stuff except for Shatterstar. I'm going to discard my critical hit and we'll draw back up to 5. 3, 4, 5. All right. Villain's turn. Beginning of the villain turn, we put 2 threat on the main scheme. It's up to 5 out of 8. That's not looking grand because we got a bonus over here. All right, next up, Medusa is going to see X23 out here. X23 is going to try to defend against this. Oop, I'm drawn from the wrong deck. She's attacking for 2. She's getting a boost of none. Okay. So don't take any damage. Retaliate 1 against her, which means another card comes off the deck. Then, let's see. I don't get to untap. We need to do 2 encounter cards because we still have the captive audience out there. All right, counter card 1, counter card 2. Counter card 1 says, oh, my obligation. Search your hand, deck, discard pile for the honey badger. Search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for honey badger. Place her face down under this obligation. All right, so I'm going to find my honey badger, who is still Sisterhood is at the bottom of my deck. Still haven't seen honey badger. Oop. There she is, in the middle of the deck. All right, search your hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for honey badger. Place her face down under this obligation. After you make a basic recovery, discard this obligation and honey badger. All right. All right, so we're going to put honey badger under self-isolation. All right, let's draw our next counter card. We get Caught Off Guard. When revealed, discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, this card gains surge. All right, so I get to discard an upgrade or a support I control. Ooh, ouch. So it's going to be one of these over here. So I either lose hit points or I lose my combat specialist. I think, but the combat specialist gives me attack. Man, which one do I want to lose? I don't want to lose any of them. I got to think about this, because if I lose those, I lose hit points. If that, I lose one of my attack, which would be, I think that I need to lose the combat specialist. I can't afford to lose hit points right now. That would put me in a bad spot. I'm not sure if that's the right choice, but that's what we're going with. All right. So that's the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero turn. All right, things have been really, really messy. How do we unmessy this? Well, we need to get readied back up. Oh man, but see if I go alter ego, which I need to do to get rid of the self-isolation, I don't have anything out there stopping me from thwarting off of that, which is good. But, what's the but here? If I take more damage, I'm going to be in a real world of hurt because I'm at 10 out of my 15. So I think I really want to get the captive audience off so Shatterstar can ready back up. But I really need to get some of the threat off of there. Oh, because I need an alter ego turn. I don't have anything that actually allows me. I've got claws that give me bonus attack. That doesn't really help me any. So I could do a big attack. I could probably take her over to Medusa 2. No, I need to heal. So I think what I need to do is exhaust. Okay, let's take a look at these over here. After hero deals damage, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck. And allies can't ready. And after Medusa is attacked by a hero or ally, stun them. I haven't attacked yet. After hero or ally thwarts, discard 2 cards from the top of the deck. Okay, trying to make sure I've got a good idea of everything that's in play out there. I can assault on this one and take 5 threat off the main scheme. That's what I need to do. So we're going to use our claws. Use our claws to ready ourselves up and take 2 damage. We're going to exhaust to attack for 1, 2, 3, because my combat specialist is gone. That's enough though to take out the keep them busy. So keep them busy goes away. It goes up into my victory display. When defeated, the player defeated this scheme. When defeated, the player that defeated this scheme removes 5 from the main scheme. Alright, so we knock this main scheme back down to nothing. We do discard 2 off of here because of Medusa's madness. Alright. Let's bring, I want to keep my strength to get that out of there. So we're going to use X Bunker and one of our claw masteries to get pain tolerance into play. After you play an X23 card, including this one, heal 1 damage from your identity. Hey, I got to heal 1. Alright, we will flip back over to Laura Kinney. We will discard so action is shuffle either Honey Badger ally or Sisterly Bond event from your discard pile into your deck. All right, so we're going to discard pile. So Sisterly Bond was in here. We're going to take Sisterly Bond into my deck. I'm going to draw a card. I was thinking about this earlier. I think I looked at that and thought I had to discard a card in order to do that, which is why I didn't do that earlier. All right, so we get to draw 1 card, and we get a Now I'm Mad. We will use our Claw Mastery to put our Now I'm Mad into play. All right, that is the end of my turn. I get to ready up my claws, ready up Laura. Still isolated. Draw back up to 6 cards. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Villain's turn. We put 1, 2 threat on the main scheme. Medusa sees Laura Kinney out there, so she's going to scheme. She schemes for 2. She gets a boost of 2, so she schemes for 4. Not good. 2, 4. We're to 6 of 8. All right, next up we get 2 encounter cards. All right, first encounter card is Masters of Mayhem. So I'm going to go get me... I'm going to go get me the Melter again, bring him out. Ooh, do I want the Melter? No. We'll bring Whirlwind out. He's got more health. Oop, I'm shuffling the discard pile. I shouldn't be doing that. All right. Next encounter card is the Masters of Evil. When revealed, discard card from the encounter deck until a Master of Evil minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the first player. All right. So, discard, discard. Oh, we got Tiger Shark. All right, need to shuffle this up. That means that there's an acceleration token out there. Because, yeah, that's what we needed. Is that the end of the villain's turn? That's the end of the villain's turn. Okay. Going so well. All right, let's go with Hero. First thing I need to do is I need to recover with Laura Kinney. All right, so she's going to recover. When we do that, we take off 6. All right, self-isolation. After you make a basic recovery, discard this obligation and Honey Badger. All right, so Honey Badger goes back there. Self-isolation is discarded. All right. Action, shuffle either Honey Badger, ally, or sisterly bond friend from your discard pile into your deck. All right, we're going to put Honey Badger back into the deck. Shuffle up. And we get to draw 1 card. We get Claw Mastery. Of course, couldn't get Honey Badger, you know. All right. Where do we go from here? We're going to need to get some threat off of that main scheme. So we're going to flip back on over to X23. Let's see here. So we're going to have to use strength to put Sisterhood into play. When we do that, we heal 1 from our pain tolerance. Ooh, need to remember that because it's going to become very important. Going to take a lot of damage. All right. Now we can use Sisterhood, which says, exhaust Sisterhood, discard an X23 card from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for Honey Badger and add her to your hand. So we're going to make use of that, exhaust Sisterhood. We're going to discard our Claw Mastery to get Honey Badger and add her to my hand. I've only got a couple of cards left here. Okay. Let's bring Honey Badger into play. So we will use Endurance. Now I'm mad to bring Honey Badger into play. We'll exhaust our claws, take 2 damage, and ready up. All right. Okay, now we've got a sisterly bond here. So we can use the sisterly bond to power up Honey Badger. We also have, when she does that, she's going to take a consequential damage, which is going to let me ready up yet again. So let's see here. Right now we are at 3. I don't have any more attack bonuses over here, so I'm at 3 attack. we can take out the captive attack. So let's do that. We will exhaust, attacking for 3 because we have this on there, the captive audience. We can take out the captive audience. All right. Which is going to allow allies to ready, which is good. All right. So now we will play our sisterly bond to power up Honey Badger. Oh, he should have a tough status card. All right, Honey Badger's powered up at this point in time. So she thwarts for 3. So we will exhaust her. Thwart for 3 off of here. She takes a consequential damage, Honey Badger does, and because she does, her response kicks off, which readies up X23. All right, X23 at this point can thwart and take 2 off of something. Ooh, hold on. After a hero or ally thwarts, discard 2 cards, so Honey Badger did a thwart. X23 also did a thwart to get rid of the thing. Okay. I played Honey Badger and Sisterly Bond. I should have healed up 2 from that. Trying to think what else I've got going on. There's a lot of stuff going on here. All right, we still haven't attacked Medusa directly, so this hasn't come into play. It doesn't stun us. Still trying to figure out what I want to do with X23 here. So I could attack something for 3, or I could thwart for 2. I think we will exhaust and thwart for 2 to get 2 more off of the final betrayal, which means we're going to have a whole lot of incoming damage this next round. When I do that, I've thwarted again, so 2 more have to come off the deck. All right, end of my turn. Got to ready up. Oop, I don't get to take away the damage. Got to take I got to ready, 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 ready. And we're going to draw, what is it? Back up to 5. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we got to shuffle our deck and get encounter card because we always need more encounter cards. All right, end of our turn. Phew. All right, we're gonna put 2 threat, 3 threat on the main scheme. Ouch. Got acceleration and acceleration, so it goes up to 4. 1 to 4. All right, acceleration, acceleration, acceleration. All right, villain turn. Medusa is gonna see X23 out here, and I keep having this problem where I don't take enough damage. I think it's going to happen this time. So we will defend against Medusa's attack. Come on, let's have an icon on there. 2 icons on there. All right. So I take 2 damage because I defend 2 of the 4. So 2 damage. I retaliate for 1. She goes down to 4. I get to unexhaust because I took damage. All right, then we have Tiger Shark is going to attack. We will just take Tiger Shark's attack. So Tiger Shark attacks for 3. Take 3 more damage. I retaliate for 1, which gets rid of the tough. whirlwind attacks. And we're going to put Honey Badger in front of Whirlwind. So Honey Badger, exhaust to block Whirlwind. Whirlwind attacks for 2. And Honey Badger's out. All right. Encounter card time. That's our other encounter card. We get another one. 2 encounter cards. All right. First encounter card is Queen Scorn. When revealed, Medusa schemes. Discard the top card of the encounter deck for each threat placed this way. Ooh, just her scheming is bad. All right, she schemes for 2. She gets a boost of 2. That's a boost of 4. That takes me out. Dang it. All right. 2, 4. You know, all those times when she attacks and I get no boost and then I draw one there. What was our other encounter card? Was Lash. When revealed, each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck for each printed energy resource a player discards this way. That player takes 1 damage. All right. That would have been a hurting unit. All right. So what do we think about this? So I did not get to Medusa 2. What's Medusa 2 got on her? She's got, after Medusa attacks damage, you use 3 or more, exhaust her hero. And then Deadly Coils comes out when she comes out, and she's a 2/2, so she's got 20 hit points. I remember this being a tough one to get through, and I really needed a lot of thwarting to get rid of all the side schemes that were coming out there, because we ended up with a lot of them. It was a real good combination of enemies out there and a bunch of side schemes, plus all the things that she had that were making the deck churn were pretty impressive. So I've been really happy with X23. I think where there's, well, I don't know. I think I was doing pretty good. So she's a tough villain, and I think I was doing pretty good there. So can't be too upset about that. But anyway, I think this next playthrough, I'll move on to another hero. Not sure which one I will play next, but it'll be one of the older ones that have already come out. Ooh, wait a minute. Magneto's going to come out pretty soon. Is it going to be before the next playthrough? We'll have to see. So the next one might be Magneto. I don't think so. I think I'll end up doing a playthrough before Magneto. So probably not yet. I'll have to think of somebody else to play. Maybe I should, yeah. I don't know. We'll think about that one. I'm not sure which one to play next. But I am excited about Magneto coming out and get ready to play that one. So it'll be interesting to put him up against some of the villains that are out there and see how he does, like against Medusa. So should be a good battle. So that's it for now. Let me know which rules that I missed. If you like the custom content stuff, let me know. I can try to play more custom content. I'm thinking I usually do 3 playthroughs with Rhino, with the hero, like when I first get a hero. I think I'm going to flip that over to do something different, where we'll probably do the first playthrough with Rhino, next playthrough against one of the other encounters that are out there, and then a third playthrough against some custom content. I think is where I'm going to go with this. We'll see how all of that works out. So anyway, that's it for now, and thanks for watching.